New York City isn't just a place, it's an experience. A full-on sensory overload. The skyline might be carved from steel and glass, but the soul of the city, that lives in its neighborhoods. We've explored NYC's history. We've tasted its food. We've ridden the iconic subway. But what truly gives New York its heartbeat? Its communities. Each neighborhood is a world of its own, a living fusion of cultures, flavors, and stories. From the electric buzz of Chinatown to the jazz-soaked streets of Harlem, today we're diving into 4 legendary neighborhoods that define the real New York. And trust me, if you haven't explored these places, you haven't truly experienced NYC. Let's dive in. Chinatown location. Lower Manhattan Chinatown is more than just a neighborhood. It's a city within a city. Founded in the late 1800s by Chinese immigrants, it's now one of the largest Asian communities in the United States. Step into Chinatown and you're suddenly 7,000 miles away from Midtown. Red lanterns glow above. Narrow streets hum with life. You hear the clatter of woks, the melody of Cantonese, the aroma of sizzling dumplings and roasted duck before you even see the vendors. This is foodie heaven. From hand-pulled noodles to legendary Peking duck, every bite is bold, rich, and authentic. Feeling adventurous. Snake soup, century eggs, herbal broths, Chinatown doesn't play it safe. And that's exactly what makes it magical. And the culture. During Lunar New Year, the streets erupt in dragon dances, fireworks, and non-stop celebration. It's not just a festival. It's an energy you feel deep in your bones. Look closer and Chinatown reveals hidden gems, speakeasies tucked behind unmarked doors. Herbal shops selling remedies older than America itself.
Tea houses where deals are sealed in silence and tradition.
Must-visit spots. Chinatown Gate, the symbolic entrance to this cultural world. Nom Moi Tea Parlor, NYC's oldest dim sum spot, open since 1920. The Buddhist Temple of the Five Elements, a serene escape from the chaos. Apothecary on Mott Street, one of America's oldest herbal medicine shops, Little Italy location, right next to Chinatown cobblestone streets. The smell of cannoli in the air, an accordion playing somewhere in the distance. Welcome to Little Italy, where every meal feels like a Sunday at Nona's. This is a paradise for pizza and pasta lovers. Wood-fired margarita pies, homemade ravioli, and espresso so strong it could wake the whole city. In the early 1900s, this was the heart of Italian-American life. But it was also the stomping ground of some of New York's most infamous mafia bosses. Names like Lucky Luciano and Al Capone weren't just legends, they walked these very streets. Stroll down Mulberry Street and it's like stepping into The Godfather. If you know where to look, the old mafia hideouts are still there. Places where whispers shaped empires. In September, Little Italy lights up with the Feast of San Gennaro. Parades, live music, street food that'll destroy your diet in the best possible way. Must-visit spots. Mulberry Street, the historic heart of Little Italy. Ferrara Bakery and Cafe, serving NYC's finest cannoli since 1892. The former Ravenite Social Club, once a real-life mafia HQ, now a piece of living history. Greenwich Village location. Lower Manhattan, this is the Village, where New York City lets its soul show. For decades, it's been a haven for poets, musicians, artists, and revolutionaries. In the 50s and 60s, the Village's coffee houses brewed more than coffee. They brewed counterculture. Bob Dylan strummed his first chords here. Beat poets like Allen Ginsberg and Jack Kerouac lit sparks that changed America. And the music. Step into a jazz club and lose yourself in a smoky saxophone solo. The Village doesn't just host art, it becomes it. At the center of it all, Washington Square Park, a stage for performers, chess masters, and everyday magic. Must-visit spots. The Comedy Cellar, where comedy legends test their sharpest material. Cafe Reggio, the first cafe in America to serve cappuccino Village Vanguard. The jazz club where Miles Davis once blew the roof off. Harlem location. Upper Manhattan Harlem isn't just a place. It's a rhythm, a force, a legacy. This is the birthplace of jazz, blues, and so much more. Walk the streets, and you'll hear a trumpet solo floating out of a club window. The smell of BBQ and soul food pulls you in like a warm hug. Harlem feeds the soul, literally. Fried chicken, mac and cheese, ribs that fall off the bone. If you leave Harlem hungry, you did it wrong. In the 1920s, Harlem ignited a cultural revolution, the Harlem Renaissance. Writers like Langston Hughes, icons like Duke Ellington, they weren't just entertainers, they were change makers. And if you love basketball, Harlem's your spot. Rucker Park is street ball royalty. It's where legends are born and NBA dreams begin. Must-visit spots. The Apollo Theater. where stars like Michael Jackson first lit up the stage. Sylvia's Restaurant, Harlem's soul food institution since 1962. The Schomburg Center, a cornerstone of Black history and scholarship. New York isn't just a skyline. It's a living, breathing mosaic of cultures, stories, and soul. These neighborhoods, they're not just places on a map. They're entire worlds waiting for you to step in. So, which one speaks to you the most? Drop a comment, we want to hear it. And if this deep dive into the real New York hit you in the heart, hit that subscribe button. We've got more iconic cities coming your way, because New York isn't just seen, it's felt.